morning. Spend a day with me. It's a quadriplegic, updated version. I did this a couple months after my injury and watched the video back and was like, wow, my life has changed a lot since then. So I thought it would be fun to do an updated version. I just took my pills and am gonna chill for a little bit until I get up and do my bowel program. My accident was 4 years ago, so I filmed the video 4 years ago, and a lot has changed since then. So I'm gonna show you what my life looks like now.
It is 9:30 right now. I just finished doing all of my medical things for the morning. This used to take a couple hours to do to actually get me up and out of bed. I had a lot of other medical things I had to do, which I'll get more into later. In 5 minutes, I'm joining a FaceTime call with people at my gym. They are having a meeting with a organization that is working on spinal cord injury research and looking towards finding a cure, which is so exciting, and they asked me to be a part of this meeting. I wasn't able to go in person, so I was like, please just FaceTime me. I want to be a part of this and hear everything that they're doing. So I'm super excited to just listen in. I will be working out later today. That's kind of my only things I have going today. I'm gonna be doing other stuff, but yeah, I'm just gonna join this FaceTime, listen in on everything that's going on in the research field. Spinal cord research is something that is not my expertise at all. I can tell you all about having a spinal cord injury, but there's a lot of people out there that are super invested into all the research and keep up to date on all the research reports and everything that comes out. That's kind of not my thing. I'm obviously super interested, but honestly, I couldn't even tell you all what's going on. So excited to learn from this organization. Again, just like any research of anything going on, there's obviously a bunch of different types of people in groups. There's obviously a bunch of different case studies and different things going on. But yeah, I'm not really educated in that field. It interests me for sure, but I just, I don't know. Watching the last video back, I saw that I wasn't even doing my own skincare yet. I wasn't able to. I was in a power chair. I highly recommend going back and watching that video. It is crazy comparing it to my life now, and I'm so grateful for all the changes we've been able to make and improvements I've been able to do. So I just want to talk about quite a few of them while I do my skincare independently. So we were in an apartment at the time. Now we are in a house that we are renting, and the owner of this house actually went in and made my bathroom accessible, which is so kind and thoughtful. So I have a sink, we'll show it, but I have a floating sink that I'm able to roll right under and use everything on my sink. I have all my products that I use right here on the sink, so I'm able to easily access them. I have it on a little skincare Lazy Susan, and it's perfect for me. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was in a power chair at that point, And at that point, again, I was only a couple months out. I was still very hopeful that I would get the use of my hands back. I still don't have use of my hands, which I think if I would have told her that, I would have been very, very upset, and still am. But I've just learned how to live my new life this way. So let me get my face wet and then we'll keep going. Being able to do my skincare independently to you might not seem like a big deal, but to me it is huge. It's one thing I can do to actually take care of myself, and it is a good feeling. So you'll see I kind of just open everything with my mouth, and thankfully I just have found products that work for me. So a lot has happened between these 4 years of filming these 2 videos. I feel like I could definitely do an updated Q&A. That's something that you're interested in. Feel free to ask some questions. But yeah, let's talk about some of the differences between then and now. I took notes watching that video, so we're gonna go through a few and talk about them. We are gonna just start at the beginning and go through them. So the first one I have is wake up every 4 hours and flip me. We no longer have to do this. Also tag teaming with that, I was still in a hospital bed at that time, and I was actually in a hospital bed for quite a while after coming home from the hospital and rehab. This was due to my personal choice. I liked sleeping in the hospital bed. I found it very comfortable, and it was kind of easier for me to adjust if I needed to, because there were arm bars and I was able to kind of loop on and adjust myself a little bit. But I had nowhere near as much control as I do over my body now. So every 4 hours, the girls would come in, they would set timers, they would take turns coming in, flipping me, and making sure I was okay. Versus now, Mariah is the one that puts me to bed, gets me all set up, and then my mom is on night duty. So I call her if I have to pee or need something in the night. That was also something that was different. At that time period, I had an indwelling catheter in, so I never had to pee. If I had pee in my bladder, it would just drain into the bag. Versus now, I don't have that. I do intermittent cathing. I have to pee. I mean, it just depends on how much water I'm drinking, so many different factors. But now, when I have to pee, I have to tell them, and I can tell that I have to pee. I'll go into that whole situation later because that's a whole separate topic I wanted to talk about. But now I call them when I need to pee. Oh, I was still in a neck and chest brace in that video, which is wild to me. There's so many things that you just forget about, you know, because they're in the past. But yeah, I came home and I was much more fragile then than I am now. I feel like now, obviously I don't have a normal body, but my body isn't fragile in any way. It is in the sense that sensation wise, but I'm talking about being fragile and bones and all the things. I'm pretty much back to normal in that aspect. I'm all healed from all the surgeries, and I no longer have to wear a neck or chest brace, which I'm very, very thankful for. So in that video, I had to put on compression socks as well as an abdominal binder to get out of bed, as well as taking my pills. I still have to take my pills, and I usually wear an abdominal binder when I'm getting up, and I can show you what that looks like. But I no longer have to wear the compression socks. All of that is just to raise my blood pressure. I really struggle with blood pressure issues, mainly it going really low, feeling like I'm going to pass out or passing out. So I no longer have to wear the compression socks, which is such a relief for Mariah and my mom, because if you go back and watch that video, they are, and if you've ever used them or put them on a patient, you know how much of a struggle that is and how much everybody hates putting those on people, especially if your patient can't move their feet or their legs to help out. That was not fun for them. So I'm really happy that we don't have to do that, and that's one less thing that we have to worry about in the morning. Another thing that I just completely forgot about was getting me out of bed. Again, I was very fragile and we had to do things a lot differently than we do them now. So one of those things being that we had to use a lift to get me in and out of bed. And it was a whole process. Again, you can go back and watch that video. It was a whole process. And now we're able to just, the girls pick me up and put me in my chair. I am strong enough to transfer by myself, but I have not been able to successfully transfer and consistently transfer. That's something that I know is my bad and something I really need to work on. I'm very grateful that I am not too heavy and that my girls are very strong and everyone around me is willing to just pick me up and put me in my chair, or pick me up and put me in the car. That's something that I still need to work on, but yeah, it's just much quicker now for the girls to just pick me up and put me in my chair, or just put me from point A to point B. I'm going to brush my teeth and do everything else and then chat with you in a little bit. From my workout, I work out for 2 hours every Wednesday and sometimes Fridays, and then sometimes I work out at home. I've worked out with the same trainer since basically after I hit like the 6-month mark, I started working out again, and I worked out with a trainer from the 6 month to like almost the 1 year mark, and he introduced me to Fitz, who has been my trainer. Fitz specializes in spinal cord injuries and has for the last 20 years. So as you can imagine, he is full of knowledge and experience, and he has just been such a heaven sent for me. And I feel like he has improved me and made me such a better athlete, and he knows spinal cord injuries more than most. So it's a perfect fit. Him and I live closer to each other than we do to the gym. So that's why majority of the times, if you see me on social media, I'm working out in his gym, which is actually his home gym. So it actually works out perfect. We have all of the equipment and all the machines that we use. It's perfect. And yeah, he's just become like a father figure to me. We've worked out for years together, and it's always so much fun. It's always a very difficult workout, but in the best way possible. He's the best. And so, yeah, I mean, the first video, again, I was in a neck brace, I was in a chest brace, I was so fragile. I was not working out. I was doing physical therapy, but not working out. And now I only train and only work out, and I don't do physical therapy. Of course, we implement some of those things into my workout, but PT is not something I really go to anymore. And I don't go to OT either. OT is occupational therapy. And I don't really go to that either. I feel like I've lived, you know, I've been paralyzed for 4 years. Obviously, we all have things we can continue to learn, but I feel like I just kind of lived my life the way it is now and kind of figured things out as I go. I don't know. But yeah, workout was great. And I'm really happy with that. Usually when I come home from training days, I am just exhausted. Either I take a nap if they're earlier in the day, or I just have a lazy night. We kind of know if I'm working out, that's kind of all we're doing that day. I'm just exhausted. It takes all my energy and effort, but it's great. It's good. Yeah, we just have a lazy night tonight, which I'm very thankful for. We're back home now, and I'm just going to color, which I guess you can consider OT. I color all the time. I'll show you the coloring books. They're like adult coloring books, and these, I think they're like alcohol markers. They're amazing. I watch videos of people coloring with them on social media all the time, and I have gone through so many packs. I think this is my 3rd pack of these markers I've gone through, and I have so many books of them. They're just so fun, and I love coloring them. I used to paint a lot. I love painting. I love just all different arts and crafts, and these markers are perfect. It's just easy. I can pull out the book, pull out the markers, put them away. Super simple, super easy, and yeah, it's great to work on my hand-eye coordination. It's definitely gotten better over the years and through a lot of practice, and I usually just like watch YouTube or listen to a podcast or whatever, and just chill and enjoy it. I love doing it. It's my favorite thing. Or sometimes if I'm in meetings, if I don't have to have my camera on in like meetings or whatever, majority of the time I'll be coloring. So I'm not on meetings that often, but it's fun and I love to do it. I feel like my days are so different. I know while I was doing my skincare, I did a lot of compare and contrasts, and I have a lot more to share, and I think I'm gonna make that a separate YouTube video, just piggybacking off of that. I was looking through the list and I was like, this is a whole YouTube video in itself. So I think I'm gonna do that separate, but I'm just gonna show you the rest of the day. It's pretty chill. I am a homebody. I love to be at home, especially in the evenings. I love to stay at home, I just like being home. So I'm watching High Potential right now on Hulu, and it's really good. And then I think I'm gonna start the Murdoch Family TV show. I think it just came out, and yeah, I'm gonna watch that. So I think I'm just gonna take my makeup off, just use a makeup wipe right now. These are the coloring books I love. You can get them on Amazon. Literally just look up adult coloring book, and it's like a whole genre. And this is what I'm coloring right now. This little lady. Let me show you my favorite one right now. Here's like these. Isn't this so cute? I'll show you.
You do such a great job.
The stained glass window. Thanks. Look at that. Look, I put like little tile, and then I've been doing like let me show you.
That one's good. They're all really good.
Wait. Do I feel like I look how cute.
Oh, I love that one.
Isn't that
You did that one yesterday.
oh my gosh. Isn't this one so cute? The Eiffel Tower. I'm like, shh. And look, I did the little polka dots.
So good.
Oh, I just did this one today. Like, look at this. Look at the shading. I've been watching people on TikTok do shading.
It's great.
Thank you so much. I know you don't care,
You're
but
welcome. It's awesome. All right, she'll be here.
She'll be here for the next couple hours. It's 9:30. I am sleepy. I'm going to get in bed and watch a little bit of TV. I hope you enjoyed this. I can definitely keep you posted on regular day in my lives if you like this type of video. Let me know what questions you have for me that I can answer for you so I can do an updated Q&A. And I have plenty more compare and contrast from 1 year versus 4 year. So I will see you in the next video. I have a couple vlogs coming from past trips that I'm excited to share with you. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.